Last year, Jenna and Mike were earning good money, over $100,000 a year between the two of them. But somehow, they were still stressed about money every single month. Rent was paid, food was on the table, but their savings? Almost nothing. They weren't living fancy either. No luxury cars, no designer clothes. One weekend, they decided to sit down and track every dollar. What they found shocked them. They weren't broke. They were just wasting money in places they never even noticed. Quiet money leaks. Little things that added up to hundreds of dollars a month. And here's the truth. A lot of us are doing the exact same thing. But don't worry, this isn't another stop buying coffee lecture. These 7 things are not what you expect. And once you see them, you'll never waste money the same way again. Let's dive in. Number 1. Big bank fees in a world of free banking. Tyler was shocked when he saw a $35 overdraft fee on his bank statement. He only went $5 over. On top of that, he was paying a $15 monthly maintenance fee just to have a checking account. The worst part? He didn't even notice for months. That's the reality for millions of people. Old-school banks charge you fees for things that modern banks now offer for free, like checking accounts, transfers, or using ATMs. In 2023, Americans paid over $7.7 billion just in overdraft fees. That's money down the drain. But here's the good news. There are better options. Online banks like SoFi, Ally, or Capital One 360 don't charge monthly fees, and many even let you get your paycheck 2 days early. Some offer interest on your checking account too. You're not stuck with your childhood bank. Switching is easier than you think, and could save you hundreds every year. Ask yourself, why pay a bank to hold your money when others will pay you to keep it with them? Your money should work for you, not the other way around. Number 2. Soft life. Home purchases that quietly drain you. Emma loved her peaceful, cozy apartment. Candles always burning, cute coffee mugs, bamboo bath trays, and soft lighting in every corner. Her space looked like something from Instagram, calming, clean, and beautiful. But when she checked her spending, she was shocked. She had spent over $1,000 in 3 months on things like aesthetic storage bins, fake plants, throw blankets, and seasonal decor. This is part of what's called the soft life trend, living gently, slowly, and with comfort. There's nothing wrong with that, but brands have turned it into a business. They sell you peace and calm at a high price. We call this comfort capitalism. It's when self-care becomes shopping. And slowly, those small purchases start draining your wallet. The average person now spends over $1,200 a year on non-essential home items. Here's a better way to enjoy comfort without overspending. Use the joy per use rule. If it doesn't make you feel great often, skip it. Try the one in, one out method. Buy something new, donate or sell something old. Avoid trend traps. Not everything needs to be beige, gold, or match TikTok's latest vibe. You don't need more things to feel relaxed. Sometimes less is actually more for your home and your bank account. Number 3. Financial advice you paid for but didn't understand. A few months ago, Jordan paid $299 for a money coaching program he found on Instagram. The ad promised to help him build wealth fast. But after watching the videos, all he got was a bunch of fancy words like diversify, optimize, and leverage. No clear steps, no real plan. He felt confused and a little embarrassed. But the truth is, he's not alone. Many people are paying for financial advice they don't really understand. And when advice sounds smart but doesn't help you take action, it's just expensive noise. Some money experts use big words to sound impressive. Others sell one-size-fits-all templates that don't fit your real life. Here's what to do instead. Start with free, trusted platforms like Khan Academy, NerdWallet, or Investopedia. Look for advice from certified professionals like CFPs, not just influencers. Ask questions. If someone can't explain money in simple terms, they probably don't understand it deeply themselves. The best financial advice makes you feel clear, not confused. You don't need to pay a lot to get smarter with money. You just need the right teacher and a little patience with yourself. Number 4. Greenwashed products that aren't actually eco or wallet-friendly. Lena wanted to live a more eco-friendly life. So, she started buying green products, reusable paper towels, plant-based cleaners, and $30 shampoo bars. She felt good about her choices until her credit card bill showed she'd spent way more than usual. The problem? Many of those products weren't actually better for the planet or her wallet. This is called greenwashing. When companies make their products look eco-friendly using words like natural, sustainable, or non-toxic, without real proof. In fact, 40% of eco-labeled products don't have proper verification. Source: FTC. That means people are paying more for things that might not help the environment at all. So how do you avoid it? Look for trusted certifications like EcoCert, USDA Organic, or Fair Trade. Ask, is it refillable, reusable, or made to last? Or just fancy packaging? Focus on using less, not just buying greener. Being eco-friendly isn't about buying expensive items. It's about making smart, simple choices that reduce waste and save money. Lena learned that sometimes the most sustainable option is using what you already have. Number 5. The upgrade trap. Chasing newer, not better. Every September, Jason lines up to buy the latest iPhone, even though his current phone works just fine. He tells himself it's for the better camera or faster speed. But if you ask him a week later what's actually different, he can't really say. Sound familiar? This is called the upgrade trap. It's when we keep spending money on new gadgets, clothes, or gear, not because we need them, but because they feel better than what we already have. Big companies know this. That's why they release new and improved versions every year. But here's the thing, most people only use 40% of their tech's full power, according to a Deloitte study. That means you're paying for features you don't even use. And it's not just phones. It's smartwatches, laptops, TVs, kitchen tools, even cars. Here's a better plan. Only upgrade when your old one slows down, breaks, or truly limits what you need to do. Not just because there's a shinier version. Instead of spending $1,000 on something new, why not invest that money? You could buy shares in companies you love, build an emergency fund, or even start a small business. The real flex? Using what you have until it no longer serves you and growing your money in the background. Don't chase new. Chase freedom. Number 6. Loyalty to brands that no longer serve you. Sarah always bought the same skincare, same sneakers, and same grocery items. Not because they were the best, but because she was loyal. She started using them in college and just never stopped. Even as prices rose, she kept buying out of habit. This is called brand loyalty, and while it used to be rewarded, now it often costs you more. Companies know their loyal customers rarely compare prices, so they slowly increase costs or shrink the product. Hello, shrinkflation. Meanwhile, newer or smaller brands offer better value, quality, or ingredients, but we don't notice. Loyalty is good when it's earned. But if a brand changes and you're still paying top dollar out of habit, you're not a customer. You're being taken for granted. Smart switch. Every 3 to 6 months, recheck your top 5 brands. Are they still the best deal? Try store brand alternatives or compare online reviews and price trackers. You don't owe any company loyalty, but you do owe it to your future self to be intentional with every dollar. Number 7. Courses and ebooks that don't transform anything. Marcus got excited during a Black Friday sale and bought 5 online courses, one on real estate, one on starting a business, and a few ebooks on money management. He told himself, "This is my year." But by March, he hadn't finished a single one. Sound familiar? This is called digital aspiration debt, spending money on things that feel productive but don't lead to real change. It's like buying a treadmill and never using it. Online courses, ebooks, and masterclasses can be helpful, but only if you actually use them. The truth? Only about 10% of people finish the online courses they buy, Harvard study. Here's a better plan. Pick one topic that truly matters to you. Choose one course, free or paid, and finish it completely. Join a free learning group or accountability buddy to stay on track. You don't need a digital library full of promises. You need action. Spend less on information. Spend more time doing, because real results come from what you apply, not just what you buy. Remember Jenna and Mike from the beginning? After cutting just a few of these money leaks, fancy home buys, and upgrade habits, they saved over $650 a month. That money didn't just sit in their account. They used it to start investing, pay off debt, and even book their dream trip to Japan. The truth, you don't need to make more money to feel rich. You just need to keep more of what you already earn. Start small. Pick 2 things from this list and take action today. Skip the next new gadget. Look for a better bank. Every dollar you save is a step closer to freedom, not just survival. Spend with purpose. Build the life you actually want, not the one ads are trying to sell you. Want to learn how real people are building quiet wealth and achieving financial success? Then watch this video next. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.